The following show is a podcast about the television show Alone. The hosts are not experts, and they're not that bright. They are truly alone together unless there's a guest. Then there's another person. And this is their story. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna clap, man. 3, 2.
Got me.
Yeah, did I surprise you?
A little bit.
Are you scared?
Well, I mean, scared's not really the right word.
What is the right word, Johnny?
Startled.
Okay, good. Speaking of start, let's start the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. This is Alone with Nate and Johnny. We're talking about the show Alone.
I'm Johnny.
Oh, right. That's Johnny. I'm Nate. This is episode 2.
Episode dose.
Of season 5. Not of our show, but of their show, Alone, which I think is kind of all of our show. It's definitely Oliver's show. So, what do you think? Any impressions right away?
You know, there was quite a few impressions. They
This is my impression of Jack Nicholson. Here's Johnny. Da-da-da-da-da. What do you think?
Was that Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, I think so.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, because he does that golf thing. That golf putt right after that. So, Jack Nicholson.
Imagine that.
What else? What are your impressions?
Larry once again cracks me up. I love that guy. I don't love him. That's the wrong word once again. I enjoy...
What is the right word?
I enjoy his character. Once again.
His fictional character.
Yes.
Do you like him better beard or no beard? Beard or no beard?
He seems like a crazy person with the beard, so I'm going to have to say, like, no beard. But as far as entertainment-wise, I love him with the beard.
Sure, visually it's more entertaining. He's like a Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, and...
Because Yosemite Sam without a beard would be pretty weird.
And it adds to his personality. Like, it's just... I don't know.
See, I enjoyed the juxtaposition a little more when he was no beard. I'm a no beard. This is our first segment we have written down, counterpoint. Beard, no beard. So I'm saying no beard because I thought it was funny. He reminds me the way he talks of Bill Paxton quite a bit. Do you know who Bill Paxton is?
You know, I know the name, but like I'm not...
Okay. Well, do you know Twister?
The movie, not the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about both. Do you know the game?
Well, yes.
Have you ever played the game?
I have played the game.
Recently?
No.
I don't
Well,
either.
what's recent to you?
I don't know, the last 60 years?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, what was that like?
Oh, very entangling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Twister ties you up in a knot, from what I understand. I don't remember really playing recently. I think we actually played on a Periscope on the... You weren't there.
Oh.
It was when we were in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
A Periscope is an old show that we used to do, an old video show on the Periscope application. It was pretty good. We did a remote episode in Colorado, and they had Twister in this cabin we were staying in, so we played Twister. But I don't think we played it right. I don't think I remember the rules.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've ever actually played it correctly. I mean, I've spun the disc and you put your hand there or foot there or whatever, and, you know, and then eventually you're just like, well, this is silly, and then you all just start putting stuff everywhere, and next, you know, then it's fun.
Next thing you know, you've got a kid.
Yeah, you know, that's how some things happen.
That is how some things happen. So let's talk. I want to talk best worst. Speaking of, what's his name?
Brad or Larry?
No, Larry. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Larry, my worst for today is the chipmunk situation. The drastic measures he went to overcome. His initial reaction was like, "Yeah, this chipmunk, bleep this bleep and bleep." I think I think he was actually saying cuss words under those bleeps.
Yeah, but those were good cuss words. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, I F'd your S and the A and all that, you know?
I F'd your S and the A. I F'd your S and the A, you C-esser.
Yes.
And so and then all of a sudden, like, remembered that, oh, yeah, I'm filming this. I was all of a sudden like, but thanks, but really thanks.
Just like that.
Yeah,
instantly.
Thanks for your life. I really needed this. Good. I respect your sacrifice. It's I am now. You enter me, and I. You know.
Yes.
It was, and it was like lasted for so long.
Yeah, he really just kind of pounded it in there.
Well, because he
like,
knows he got it on film. I wonder if they can ever if they ever want to rewind it and edit it. I feel like
themselves.
Yeah, I wonder if they can.
They can definitely rewind it, but I don't know if they have the. Well, I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't
What if
teach
there's some
them
weird? Yeah.
Don't ever push this button.
Yeah.
Why? Just don't do it.
Just don't push it. It explodes the nature. It calls the bears.
Yeah, and then you have to quit. Yeah,
Quit.
It calls us. No. Anyway.
Speaking of quitting, let's not bury the lead. Brad quit.
Yeah. You know, I have mixed feelings on that. Like, honestly, it's like I want to give him credit for being so upbeat about his situation. And, you know, he really did a good job of staying positive. It did seem like he made some effort, but it wasn't like actively trying. It was
He
just
did
like,
put 50 snares on that one log.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe that might have been his problem. Like, honestly, it just seemed more of
Well, the first few...
just inexperience, you know? Like, I don't
The
want
first few snares give the animal a false sense of security. They're like, oh, I made it through all the... You're not going to, I got to get up pretty early. But then that sixth or seventh one they're going to get cocky and just get caught in it.
All right, and then they turn into it a game. They're like, oh, how many rings can you go through?
Right,
You know,
exactly.
like-
And then it turns out then you got a bunch of ground squirrels. What's the hungriest you think you've ever been? Do you think you can remember?
Me? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like all the time.
Thursday, I think. Oh man, it's Thursday today.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I was really hungry today, actually.
Yeah, what'd you eat?
I ate a turkey protein box from Starbucks.
Turkey
Protein box.
protein box.
Yeah, it comes with carrots and ranch and apples, and it's like these little weird turkey sandwiches with like red peppers and cheese and some weird paste.
A weird paste?
It's like a cream cheese spread or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Maybe.
What's the protein part? Just the turkey?
Turkey, yeah. Maybe.
Why is it called
It
a
might be
protein box?
protein
Why
and
wouldn't it just be
carrots.
called a turkey box?
Well, they're all called protein boxes.
Oh, and so that's the style.
Yeah.
There's a turkey
They
one.
used to be
there's
bistro boxes, but they dropped the bistro, and now
There's
they're
a
all
beef
protein
one.
boxes. And there's actually, it used to be a protein bistro box. That was
human
very
one.
confusing. Yes, human. That's, I don't eat that sometimes. It's a very popular one, actually. So
The human one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Surprising, isn't it?
That is surprising. I wonder if people think it's a goof.
Yeah, it's more like sushi.
Oh, it's uncooked?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. A California guy roll?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think we digressed.
We may have.
Well, speaking of like eating humans, Dave, he might have gotten to that point, but not this time.
Yeah, he ate himself. He is a human. His body was digesting itself, so technically he is a cannibal.
Oh,
He looks like he really beefed up for this
never thought
season.
about it. Yeah.
He's still...
Didn't he quit his job?
Yeah, he moved into his truck.
That's crazy. Well, I
He
mean,
probably really needs this,
yeah, right.
is my guess.
This. He's definitely gonna be a contestant to contest with.
I mean, that's why they call him that.
Yeah.
At this point, I know we usually do this at the end, usually. In our other 80 episodes, we do this at the end, but who do you think is going to win at this moment?
All right. So, given the lineup that we have and the little bit of information that we saw for future episodes,
Hold on, I think there's a cougar.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Hold on, let me put my hat on that has eyes on the back.
Just about to say that. Great idea.
Thanks.
Oh.
Okay, I think it's gone. Sorry, what were you saying?
That I think it's going to be Brit. We haven't talked about him at all, but
Oh, well, this is perfect. Let's talk about Brett.
okay, so it's definitely he might be a stoner.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like he has that certain demeanor and like as if he's high all the time. So like maybe he brought a secret stash or something.
Maybe that he found that,
Yeah.
and then got the munchies, so I had some grasshoppers.
Yeah, but I mean he definitely lasted a long time before I think, and
He
this
did.
time he has a better reason to stay, I guess. Because
He's a little
already done with
beefier.
it. Yeah, and he just I do think he actually is pretty smart. He definitely contemplates a lot going on, and he's definitely
He
capable.
accounts for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, he is an accountant.
Well, speaking of accounting too, he definitely owned his mistake. So that's wow. That
The cougar's
back.
coming closer.
Yeah.
I think the cougar might have just pissed all over the other room. Hold on. Well, I'll go clean that up. Listen to this commercial. Johnny's Whittlesticks. Johnny's Whittlesticks. Johnny whittles sticks so you have companionship when you're alone in the forest. Just like the show Alone. Hey, Whittlestick, how you doing? Me too. Okay, how about a sandwich? Thanks. Chomp, 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 chomp. Johnny's Whittlesticks. Johnny's Whittlesticks. Johnny says,
I whittle. I whittle them so you don't have to.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I have a 21-year-old cat named Virginia. And there she is. She's another guest on the show. The fridge had to leave, but we got Virginia to come in. She pees outside the box. She's a free tinkler. So she'll actually stand inside the litter box and then pee out of it because her hips are too turned out to squat. And then she comes out and yells at me about it, like, somebody peed all over while I was in here. And so then I have to go clean it up immediately to keep it from spreading onto the wood floors that I rent. So what were we talking about?
Britt and his capabilities.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he's looking pretty good. I think he could do it. He's got a good attitude. Seems to be producing fish.
And he can eat as many grasshoppers as he wants as he watches the sunset.
Yeah, like popcorn.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. And
he called one a cockroach at one point.
Yeah, it was just a slip up. Just let the guy.
It just seems like grosser than a grasshopper.
It definitely does.
Maybe he did that on purpose to make it seem like it was gross, but it's really good.
But he said grasshopper right after that. True. So who cares?
Yeah. Just season laws.
Wait, what about the Brit debacle, the fish
problem? Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that he owned his mistake on that one. Which, obviously...
What else was he going to do? That was a terrible mistake.
Yeah, it was really dumb.
He'll probably learn. There was no accounting for that one, huh? I bet he was like, when he was adding it up on the ledger, he was like, oh, we had forfeit, now we have zero fit. That doesn't... We're in the red.
Oh.
Is that red?
I think that's red, yeah.
Okay. So Britt's going to do good. He'll learn from this lesson. Dave's going to be hoarding fish any moment.
Or grouse.
Who do you think's next off?
I think it's going to be Nicole. Same one that I voted to win last.
Oh, yeah, they did preview on MS attack forthcoming.
It seemed dangerous.
But, those are usually pretty misleading.
It's true. They do that on purpose.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they definitely do that on purpose. I really enjoy the editing of this show. That's one of my favorite parts about it. It's so interesting because knowing that they shoot it themselves and then how often they leave in them setting up the shot thing and then not so much this season actually, but in previous seasons they'll have it looking at the camera or looking at the viewfinder to make sure that they're in the shot and then they look off and start talking.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too much of that on this one, honestly. Because, they've all previous seasons, so they already, had that previous camera training and have done it, and then now that they're back, they probably, I know they've had more camera training, but they probably also have seen it, know that they're obviously grabbing those images, so they're going to do less of it, but they also probably were telling them, hey guys, remember this, try to do it more like that, and then they obviously get it, because they've done it once before, so it's more trained in. So I think we're actually going to see... I think that's why the editing kind of stepped up a little bit. It wasn't even them.
Maybe, but remember when Nicole was walking around and they had that long shot that was of the tripod and the ground just swinging along, and they were doing voiceover over it, obviously, but there's no reason that had to be the shot. I thought that was a weird... And then there was another horrible shot right after that. I thought it was weird that they couldn't find some other piece of B-roll to just stick in there.
It's true.
But...
Not everybody gets
that was it. But so then that makes me wonder, why usually when you're editing, I'm an editor, I should say. So usually when you're editing, and you make a decision like that. There's a reason you decided to put that in. But I don't understand. Just make it disorienting. I don't know. Who knows?
Or it's up for debate.
Yeah, let's debate it. Okay. Round one. We need a suggestion from the audience. This is how debates work, right? Maybe I don't know how debates work.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything through my microphone right now.
You got any best worst? Dave, good shot. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
I do think I think that whole saying, like, sorry, or, like, thank you for giving me your life thing, like, I understand why they're doing it, but it seems weird and manufactured. Like, just take it. I don't know. Maybe they're like...
I guess it's just more of at that point, they do feel a little bit of remorse or regret on the situation, but, I mean, they can't do anything about it because they have to eat. So it's just...
making it seem like...
It's different than buying that steak in the grocery store because they don't actually physically kill the animal, and so they are detached from it. So this point, of actually doing it.
I understand
and
why they're saying it. I'm just saying, phrasing it the way they do acts like they offered up their life to them. Thank you for your offering. But it's like they didn't have any say in it. They probably would rather be alive.
Yeah.
So why thank them? Just own up to what you did. Don't, you killed a thing. Because you had to, or sort of had to.
I think
because you had to get on this.
Say thank you. It's nice.
I don't know. Here's what I would do. I would just do a wink and a
before or after. Like gotcha.
After, because otherwise it might spook it.
Ah, good point. Would you do it like a trigger or a hammer cock? I guess with your thumb.
Oh, okay, this is a family show, Johnny. We're gonna move along. Overall impressions, again, this is Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. And this is an audio podcast. I was holding back my hair like people do for the Jack Nicholson impression.
It looked really good.
Did I say Jack Nicholas before or Jack Nicholson?
I think Nicholson.
Good. Yeah. I meant Jack Nicholas. Johnny, I want to tell you thank you for doing this podcast.
See, I appreciate it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, see, thank you for your life. I am going to kill you and eat you after this, not this episode, after the finale, obviously.
Okay.
I don't
so
want
I
to
got
do this by myself. What am I
a
gonna
couple weeks, yeah.
Oh, actually, I could get one of Johnny's Whittlesticks. Johnny's Whittlesticks. That could be my co-host from now on.
Oh.
All right,
it doesn't say much.
Huh?
The Whittlestick.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted, Johnny, is for you to shut up. And on that, I think we're ready to wrap up. You ready to wrap up, Johnny?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, as we say at the end of every episode of Alone. Ready? Let's say it together. 3, 2, 1. When you're all alone, it's okay if you have a couple friends to help you get by.
Thank you.
Goodbye.